Okay, so I think this week's topic is imprinting, but I kind of already talked about it in my last video. Whoopsie. My bad. I guess I can just maybe expand on what I'm thinking, and then I'm also going to interview one or two of my friends. One of them is kind of like really sick right now, though, so I'm not sure if she's going to do the interview or not. The other one doesn't actually read Twilight, but my friend who does read Twilight is off in New Mexico, so I can't exactly interview her. Wouldn't work out too well. She's not going to be back till the 28th. Oh, also just to inform you guys, I may or may not do a video next week because I'm going to be up in Rhode Island visiting one of my friends from preschool, who moved away when we were in like first or second grade. So depending on if I have time or not, a video will or will not be uploaded. So yeah, I guess expanding on my imprinting, there are people outside. Okay, so expanding on that imprinting opinion, I guess I do think that it's cool. I mean, it would probably make finding someone you want to marry a lot easier. Whoopsie, sorry if I just bumped the microphone. But I do also think it's kind of unfair because, what if you don't imprint until you're like 30, I mean, I know they age slower, but it's like, what if you don't imprint till later on in your life? You will have met all these other people that you may or may not fall in love with, and then, you go off and all of a sudden you just see one person, you're like, I have to marry them. And I'm using the example of Leah and Sam and Emily. Emily, that's my name. Because, I don't know when Sam imprinted. I don't know how old he was, but apparently, like, him and Leah were really, really in love. And then Emily comes to visit, and poof, Sam's gonna go that way now. Bye, Leah. I think it's cool, and I think it's nice. It's like love at first sight. Exactly. And that's like, fantasy thing. But I do also think it's pretty unfair. And then once again, the whole Jacob imprinting on Renesmee. I don't even know if I'm saying that. Is it Renesmee? I think it's Renesmee. I think that's what I read somewhere, so I'm gonna say Renesmee. But the whole Jacob imprinting on Renesmee, I just really think that's kind of weird. Because Jacob is Bella's age, a little bit younger, but Bella's age nonetheless. So, I get Renesmee is gonna age quickly, and Jacob isn't gonna age that quickly, but that'd still be so awkward. Seriously, it's like, it's weird. It's like if I had a son and then my friend Caroline went off and imprinted on him. Caroline, don't even, think about that. I'm watching you. No, you already got Judy's brother. You're set for life. Oh, and Christian Bale. So, I think it's unfair, but I think it's also kind of cool. That's pretty much the summary of that last, 2 minutes? Let's get on to the interview.
Okay, it's recording. So, Julie, why don't you introduce yourself? Why don't you say, yeah. Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Julie. I'm Emily's friend. I read most of the first Twilight book, and I stopped there.
Yeah, she doesn't really know what imprinting is, but I explained it to her. So, Julie.
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay. Well, basically, it's just love at first sight, but extremely strong. It's like literally you see them and you can't turn away.
Okay.
Very powerful thing. I want to move myself on the screen. I feel like I'm. No. You know what? No, I'm going back over here. Okay.
Something bothered in the back.
So, from what you hear of imprinting, do you think it's a good idea, or do you think it's kind of weird?
I think it's kind of sketchy. I mean, I think it's kind of unfair to whoever gets fallen in love with, because then they just kind of have a creepy stalker.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no. Actually, no. The person who gets imprinted on also kind of imprints on the other person.
Oh, so it's kind of like a Cupid thing going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But there's one example in the book. There's this guy named Sam, and he was dating this girl named Leah, right? And but then Leah's cousin Emily, she comes, she comes down for a visit, and Sam imprints on her. So, and then she also loves him too. So now Leah is, like, stuck on the sidelines, still loving Sam, while Sam, like, prances off with Emily, and they're getting married and everything. So.
Wait, and Leah and Sam are cousins?
No, Leah and Emily are cousins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's...
I want to, like, look at the webcam, so I'm talking to the people on YouTube, but I want to look at your face and my face.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, switch my eyes back and forth. Thanks for that face, Emily.
No problem. I
just realized I smile really awkwardly.
I just realized I've been covering Killian's face the entire time with my stupid recorder. Okay, he's back now. Hi, Killian. Okay, so, I don't exactly know what else I'm supposed to be asking. My challenge is actually kind of the same sort of thing, except that people have to kind of create a story. Basically, we do these challenges, and you have to, like, well, I couldn't find any paper to write their names on, but normally you'd, like, mix them up and draw them out of a hat, and the day that you picked would do the challenge. But I couldn't find any paper, so I did playing cards, and, like, Ace was Monday, 2 was Tuesday, and then I threw them at the computer and picked one up. So, what their challenge is going to be that they have to, like, if they could pick anyone to imprint on, who would they, and then, like, tell a little story on how they met. But I'm just going to have you, if you could imprint on anybody, who would it be?
David Beckham. Or Jonathan Horton.
Johnny, yes. Did you see the bumper sticker I sent you?
Yes.
Oh boy. And that was fun. Oh, now, on to the challenge of the week. I guess, challenge of the week. And I couldn't exactly find paper, because my house surprises me like that. Sometimes things are there, sometimes things are not. So, I'm gonna use playing cards. Yeah. So I guess it'll go in order of the day, like Ace will be Monday, 2 will be Tuesday, 3 yada yada yada, and they go up to 7. So, I put myself in there then. You know what, whatever. If I draw myself, I'll draw again. So, what I'm gonna do with these is just, like, throw them at the computer and then pick one up. So, Ace, that's Brandy. Alright, Monday, that's you. Okay, so I actually haven't thought of a challenge yet. Let me think about that real quick. My challenge for you, since we're talking about imprinting, is if you could pick any person in the world to imprint on, who would you pick and why? And then tell us, like, a little story. It doesn't have to be that long, it doesn't have to be, like, a 20-minute story. Just tell us, like, a little story on how you guys would meet. Yeah, have fun with that. Sorry if that totally sucks. Eee. So, yeah. Also, you guys make sure to check out our sister channel. It's The Lion and the Lamb. It's on the side of the homepage. I'm pretty sure it's XX Lion and Lamb XX. I'm not exactly sure what the name is, but they seriously are, like, absolutely hilarious. They are great, so go check them out. Muy bien. That's supposed to be a heart, by the way. And then also, if you guys want to respond to the video, talk about imprinting. And you have to make a video response, obviously. You can't just write a comment. But and it'll help us maybe pick a Twituber of the month, which we're going to start on September 1st. So, make your video response down there. And, wing it. So, have a good Thursday.